Hi, hello and welcome to InFocus program coming to you from Bridgewater TV in Massachusetts. I'm Jabbar Al-Obaidi. In today's program, we will introduce you to the Mandela Washington Fellowship for Young African Leaders. This program was initiated by former President Barack Obama. Since 2014, the Mandela Washington Fellowship program for the Young African Leaders, it was an initiative actually, and that's why it also goes by the name YALI, Y-A-L-I, was engaged with communities almost reach 44 states in the United States. And I know in Massachusetts, it's only Bridgewater State University has the opportunity and the honor to actually do the program. The Mandela Washington Fellowship is a program of the U.S. Department of State with funding provided by the U.S. government and administered by IREX. So it's a third party. Bridgewater State University is a sub-guarantee IREX and is implementing Leadership Institute as a part of the fellowship. BTV today is honored and delighted to host the fellows. So fellows, welcome to BTV. It's an opportunity for our audience to actually at least get some sense of your program. And so I would like everybody to step to the microphone, say the name, your country, and your profession. And we start from your left, my right.
Hi, my name is Satang Dumbuya. I am from the Gambia. I'm a human rights activist. I work especially with and for women and girls in my community. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Christian Fazili Miigo. I'm a deputy public prosecutor from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I work as a human rights activist as well, and I'm using my position to promote and protect human rights in my country.
Welcome.
Hello, Bridgewater. I'm Angelia from Mauritius, and I'm a school psychologist.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Beth Zawe Monfort. I am from Liberia, a medical doctor by profession. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm Noktula. I'm from the Kingdom of Eswatini. I am a senior forensic analyst there. I work with the Royal Eswatini Police Service. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Pauline Achancho from Cameroon. I'm a legal officer, a courtroom practitioner, and a lecturer in the Catholic University of Central Africa, engaged with the fight against corruption and the promotion of good governance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Nene Basi from Akwa Ibom in Nigeria, a teacher by profession, and currently work as a special assistant on disabilities for the governor of Akwa Ibom State. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Albertina Shahawa Hindaka. I'm a passionate librarian from Namibia. I advocate for free information access and also the incorporation of skill development training within public library services. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Almir Maganga and I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo and I promote peace in my country.
Thank you and welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Obiano Iloanya. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a social justice advocate focused on providing psychosocial and legal support for victims and survivors of police brutality in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Umena Ranarvel Nirin, a public procurement controller from Madagascar. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Annette Nishimye. I'm from Burundi. I work as children's rights activist in Burundi. Thank you.
Hi, My name is Obakeng. I am from Botswana. I am an attorney, conveyancer, and notary public. I am also a social justice advocate championing LGBTQ rights. I thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Raul Casu Alberto Fernando. I'm a public servant from Angola, working as English teacher to young learners. Thank you.
This is a broadcasting voice quality. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kelita. I am the country representative for the United Nations Agency for Migration in Cape Verde.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Fraiso from Ethiopia. I do project management and coordination.
Thank you.
Hi, hello everybody. I'm Farah from South Africa, Cape Town, and I'm a regional program coordinator for the Department of Social Development, focusing on mental health care and substance addiction.
I'm glad you mentioned South Africa, because people want to say Africa is a country. Well, Africa is not a country, it's a continent. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Saifullah Meshanu. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a public servant, and I work towards improving access to education, especially that of girl child in northern Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hi, my name is Alan A. Thomas, Presidential National Best Teacher, Republic of Liberia. I work as a classroom teacher and a principal for a high school. I help train teachers and provide enrichment activities for learners. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Filmon Brhane. I'm from Eritrea. I'm a senior public prosecutor and a part-time lecturer of criminal procedure at the law school in my country.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Willie Mutai. I come from Kenya. I work as a correction officer in Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Al-Hafiz Hassan Ahmad. I'm from Chad. I work with the Ministry of Youth as National Program Coordinator.
Thank you. We're done? Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't miss anyone, please. Doctor,
Want me to come
yeah, please, of course.
Hi, I'm Dr. Melanie McNaughton. I'm professor and chair of the Communication Studies Department, where it is my pleasure to work with Dr. Jabbar Al-Obaidi. And it has been my absolute honor and pleasure to get to work with this team of leaders here this week. They are dedicated, focused, and inspiring, and so it's been an absolute honor.
So I heard this week is like week of communication, I think.
This
so
is.
Could you shed some light on that, please?
So we've been working on developing different approaches for communication opportunities. So for instance, thinking about how to package what it is that they do and the projects that they are working on for different types of audiences. So tomorrow we will have a conference and they will share a little bit about their projects and how it connects to their country contexts. We've been thinking about how we can optimize what they do for different types of social media. Yesterday we had hands-on practice learning how to produce mini documentaries with smartphones and access to free editing software. So trying to focus on giving folks tools that they can take home and that they can use to hopefully develop and complete their projects and to have the impacts that they are looking to.
Thank you so much. I think our community and all of us, even BTV, we are really honored, as you mentioned, because it's such an incredible professions and also young faces coming from very important continent. And so my question to anyone of you, I know you arrived on June 19, and you are, probably you like it or not, you're going to depart on Sunday, which is July 28, I believe, going to Washington, D.C. to connect with other fellows because they have the largest summit in Washington, D.C. when it's come to this incredible program. So from June 16, I believe, or until now, what are the most probably takeaway lessons that you would go back and after you get some rest and you connect with your organization and your networks and then you're going to implement? Anyone can step in.
Thank you very much for that question. We've so far we've learned a lot, and we are carrying a lot of baggage back home to go see how we can make our communities better places. I, for one, working with for the fight against corruption and the promotion of good governance in my community, I think I have gathered a lot that will help me. Like in the sense, talking about good governance, we've learned about the waste management and how we can carry some of these, positive ways of doing it here, how we can take it to implement in our own communities, which is something that I think we are taking back home.
Thank you.
Thank
Somebody
you.
else?
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
As a person with disabilities, we've been able to, get in touch with many institutions and also learn their best practices. However, one thing that is very pertinent, which I have struck already a collaboration, is the aspect of robotics and STEM. So we've already started the collaboration, and when we'll get back home, so we'll be partnering with some institutions here, particularly there are some high schools which we've visited. So we'll be practicing that and also focus on manufacturing sunscreens locally so it could co-op the menace of skin cancer occurrence within the albinism community in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We've also learned, besides what was structured and in the curriculum for us to learn, we have also learned from observation. We have observed from our professors, from our staff, deep commitment, dedication, love, and humility. So what we are taking back home is a culture of serving with dedication and humility. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now, if, because you are now will be online, by the way, this program is not just going to 18 different cities. What's distinguish your country from other countries, and what you would share with our audience, something about your own country? You should be competing with one another now.
Thank you. I'd like to share about the tiny kingdom of Eswatini. It's the second smallest kingdom inland in the African continent, excluding the islands. It's a kingdom rich with culture. It's actually one true representation of what a kingdom looks like, because we are now the only kingdom in Africa that sort of has true leadership from the king without a president. So come to Eswatini, we call ourselves a wonder in waiting.
Thank you.
One thing that I want to say about Madagascar is that it's a very beautiful island of Africa. It is situated in the Indian Ocean, and in terms of biodiversity, you can't find anywhere else. Like in my country, you can find many places to visit as beautiful beaches and beautiful landscape. So please come to visit Madagascar.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah, go ahead.
I come from Mauritius, which is a very small island in the middle of the Indian Ocean. We're on the east coast of Madagascar. Not many people know us, but we are known as the land of a dodo, and we're a very popular honeymoon destination. So if you know somebody who's getting married, you can suggest Mauritius for like the honeymoon.
Yes, I come from the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is the biggest sub-Saharan African country. rich in mineral, in resources, the country solution for climate change. So, as Frank Fanon said, Africa has the form of gun, where the trigger is in DRC. So, DRC, it's the development of Africa must start in DRC. Yeah.
Thank you.
I come from Liberia, a country that is bordered by Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, and Guinea, but has the most beautiful seashore, the Atlantic Ocean, and we have some of the beautiful beaches in Liberia. Liberia is one of the countries that was colonized in 1847, which represents one of the free slave countries. Liberty, land of liberty, that's what I represent. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Because it's not good to leave this information to continue. Nigeria is the most populous black country in the world. And in Africa, we have the highest number of people living in Nigeria. We have over 500 ethnic groups, and that means we have people from various cultures and traditions. Very beautiful. You need to come to Nigeria to experience these cultures and traditions. And it's also important to note that we have the richest man in Africa in Nigeria. We are truly the giant of Africa. Come visit Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you. After they've said all of this, I find myself obliged to talk because I come from Cameroon. Cameroon is situated at the armpit of Africa, and we are Africa in miniature. That is, everything that everybody is talking here, we have it in Cameroon. We have the sea, we have the mountains, we have the forests, and we have the minerals. Everything that is found in Africa is found in Cameroon, so we are Africa in miniature.
Welcome, Cameroon.
In conclusion.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Okay. All right. I just thought there is something I'm supposed to share about my country, which I always like to seize the opportunity. I'm from Liberia, West Africa. Liberia is a country that was established actually by the American government through the ACS, that is the American Colonization Society. The flag of Liberia is similar to the flag of the US, the only difference being the Lone Star. It's interesting to know that most Americans are not aware of this fact. So Liberia is in West Africa. The first 10 presidents of Liberia were all Americans. And the constitution that was written in 1824, that was approved by the American Colonization Society in 1825, says all persons born in Liberia and all persons who move to Liberia should be entitled to all privileges enjoyed by the citizens of the U.S. But now we need visas to come to the U.S. So I think we need to do something about that. Let Liberians gain their rights. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So yeah, you can jump in because I don't want to leave someone behind, but make it short so we can everybody's included, please.
So in conclusion, as a representative from Namibia, I'm not only here to talk about Namibia, but also to talk about Africa as a whole. Africa is a very beautiful continent where we have different cultures, different countries. So every country has its own unique. So we invite everyone to go and to visit all the countries within Africa because we are happy to be received here, and we'll be waiting for you also the other side to receive everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. And you are now the connector, so you connect between the two countries, your country as individual and the whole continent. So that's great. So one of the things that I think people they want to like to know is about the status of education. Because education is very important for any nation, if that nation wants to grow and also to develop the community in terms of the economy, in terms of the health situation, in terms of stability, in terms of peace, and in terms of opportunities. Someone can speak to this point. What's the status of education in your own country? And preferably if someone that didn't have a chance to introduce their countries to come, please.
Hi. So in my country, South Africa, we've got a very transformational approach to education, which has definitely been to our benefit as youth. Future generations with readdressing apartheid, social injustices of the past where people didn't have access to education. So one of the key plights that South Africa did do to readdress past injustices was to create spaces of education being free and as well accessible. So there's lots of programs that you can get engaged in. Quite a few of the fellows have come to South Africa for education in master's degrees, PhDs, etc. So in terms of education, we've got a good education system. It can get better, of course, but we do take the transformational approach where we do share learning and knowledge and skills across the world with best practices, definitely. Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody else want to highlight, talk about education?
All right, thank you. Similarly, just like South Africa, in the Gambia also we have free basic education for school-going children. We also have different forms of education in the Gambia. It's not just conventional schools, it's also religious education. It's also STEM that we are trying to develop right now, naming it STEAM. So though more than half of the population is currently illiterate, as in not learned in school, but the government has been doing a lot, and philanthropists, also Gambian citizens, have been doing their best to ensure that each and every person is educated. And like I said, the 3 different forms of education are recognized in the Gambia: Western education, religious education, or skills development. Thank you.
Thank you. How many of you, this is the first time, show by hand, visit United States? Majority. Then the question is, what's any impression you have about, I know you didn't, I mean, you did probably visited Boston and you've been in this town. What's your impression on, people life, the places that you visited, the kind of communication, the respect you receive, and can one speak to this?
Hello. Once more, good afternoon. I think for me what stands out from my experience here in Bridgewaters is the hospitality of the community. I love that it's a closely knitted community, and I'm happy about that. And this is one of the key highlights of my stay here. And I'm going to take it back to Nigeria and inform people that the community where we live at the Bridgewater State University and the Bridgewaters as a whole, it's a very good, we had a very, very wonderful experience. And I want to thank all the people involved for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, any perception that you had, any image that you had, probably after this visit, you say, well, that was actually not correct, and now you form a new image about whatever you have in your mind about the United States, about the people that you interacted with.
Yeah, I want to say something. When we were maybe coming, it's true, back home we've been hearing other stories which are probably different from what we've seen in our stay during this short period. But particularly when we were coming, I personally had an impression like I was being, there was a kind of racist practice or something, because I was being discriminated upon, especially at the airport, where in the crowd, I was like the only one picked because of color. And they were trying to check me to find out if I'm carrying some funny stuffs, which I wasn't anyway. But coming here and living in this community, I have realized that it is not what I thought when coming. So right now, I'm having a different perspective and a different perception of the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else? So this is a female perspective. Let's see. Let's give a male perspective. Yeah, go ahead.
I want
go
to
ahead.
highlight everything that Saif said about the hospitality. I wasn't expecting that, especially since during our preparation, they were like how Americans are individualistic and everything. And I think one other thing that strikes me is the diversity and how accommodating and including Americans are towards every ethnicity, especially like accommodating in terms of language, and even for people with disability, always making sure that there is some thing in place for people who are visually impaired or have some hearing impairment as well. So it's just the diversity and inclusion for me that really strikes.
Anybody else want to share their perspective with us?
All right, the issue of gun violence has been something when you are in Africa and outside of the US, the media carry a whole lot. So coming here, I was something I was afraid of, and I was thinking that probably I would need to be extra careful, exactly be wary when we are in the classroom. I thought I'm going to see almost everybody with arms, but so far our life here at Bridgewater has been so peaceful. We have even gone to Boston, we've gone to New York, and everything has been so peaceful. So I know why it is true that this issue is present, as we saw with the former president, but it is something that is under control. It is something that is less likely to happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your perspective. And it was really an honor, and it is an honor, and it's just a very exceptional opportunity to host you. And I hope you watch this program. Thank you for watching InFocus as always. We'll be in touch with you next week. And this is Jabbar Al-Obaidi coming from BTV in Bridgewater, Massachusetts.